why did you refuse to be the Ascal's head coach countless times?
I've been there, done that. Too much politics, like I said. Like I posted one time a few days ago, coaching is a thankless job. With what's happening with Michael Weiss, we talked about it already before, personally, one-on-one, and I said, it happens. And I said, you should know that because you worked also somewhere in other countries as well. There's no such thing as a permanent job in coaching, in any sport.
Did you tag me?
Hello, look at that. Right on time. Awesome stuff. All right, it's been a 2-week absence, right? But we're back on the show. We're glad you guys can join us. Bit of feedback. It's a new little location that we're working on here. Usually we're up in the green screen upstairs, but we're downstairs today, and it's going to be a fun show. A lot of things to talk about. We're going to start things off with a rundown. Glad you guys could join us. By the way, big shout out to Ceres LaSalle Football Club, of course, for always supporting the program, and for all of you for downloading the show, the thousands and thousands of you all around the world supporting Philippine football. That's awesome stuff. Appreciate that. We also want to say thank you to Havayanas, who is supporting the podcast, and we're supporting them. Of course, they came up with this awesome little endeavor that they had during the summer big tournament in Brazil, and they spread the football love by coming out with a limited edition Team Havaianas collection, a special set of flip-flops that celebrate the sport's greatest teams such as Brazil, Argentina, Netherlands, among others. I'm not sure if they have one for Germany. They should.
I haven't seen one
should,
yet, but
right?
I'm sure they will have.
Yeah, and our guest today is actually one of the faces that you will see there, right?
Yes, that's me.
Right. We will get a chance. How rude of me, getting you involved. I haven't even introduced you. So we're welcoming to the show today a lovely lady who's been part of Gameplan. I'm going to get to it a little later on. Let me just finish this plug, yeah, real quick.
Good thing you said the name of the show. I would have said the other show.
What?
I would have said the other show.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for,
No,
Coach. That's what I'm here for.
pissed off with me already if I say that. No?
Right, so a portion of the sales from the Team Havaianas collection goes to the Field of Hope, a long-term advocacy program that was started by Foot Galero Pedro, who is Peter Amores, great guy, does a lot of things with communities and involving football, and he's done it to rehabilitate communities that were affected by Typhoon Haiyan, using football as a tool for social change and development. The project specifically aims.
Project, huh?
Excuse me, right? It's 2-week absence, right? Working it out, all right? The project specifically aims to help the children recover from the trauma, rebuild their lives, and put them on the road to a brighter future through football programs. In partnership with Project Headshot Clinic and celebrated photographer Nicolo Cosme, Havaianas is joined by over 40 individuals, a mix of football enthusiasts, coaches, players, and celebrities who have an affinity to football and sports in general. These people who, united for the love of football, aim to rally support for the cause and help spread awareness about it. Some notable names are Freddy Gonzalez, James Young Husband, Mateo Guticelli, Armand Del Rosario, Natasha Alquiros, China Coanco, and our very own guest today, the lovely Amanda Fernandez, who is here this afternoon. Amanda used to be a host for the show that was here before, New Media Factory as well, which was Fever Pitch. And of course, she's gone on.
Oh my God, you were there. I guessed it.
Yeah. And she's gone on to become a host of Gameplan as well. Huge football enthusiast, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, kind of vague passing of a crossing of paths, rather, myself and Amanda, and I've seen you play football once. I think actually futsal in Magallanes.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes
I loved going to Magallanes.
Sometimes when ladies come out and play, and the guys like to take it easy, like, oh yeah, you can put the tackle in, I won't be physical, whatever. And then Amanda comes in and starts schooling people, and I'm elbowing my friends like, yeah, why don't you take it easy on her, man? Look at her, she's passing, turning, and shooting, and yeah, it was good stuff.
That's Amanda. She loves embarrassing the other gender.
Yeah.
No, I just like playing my game. They can feel embarrassed if they want.
So yeah, welcome to the show. We usually start things off with a thing called the rundown, right? We're gonna sort of leaf through all the things that have been going on in football, not just here in the Philippines, but in world football. And the World Cup just done and dusted. I was actually in Palawan when it happened. I had to watch it in a hotel room, small TV, just me and my brother, who was falling asleep. So not the usual football crowd that you're with, but yet Germany has won the World Cup, and of course that's fully deserved, I'd say. They were amazing.
They were the team that a lot of people were saying, including me. I was saying that after the last World Cup, the team to watch was really Germany.
Yeah.
I'm not being, I don't hear now. I'm not a
Hey.
bandwagon guy.
Shout out to Kale as well, who
Yeah.
wanted Kale Alvarez of Manila Jeepney, who really wanted Germany to win. He thought they were going to win, and he was right. Good job.
After my team lost, I went all the way for Germany.
Germany as well.
I knew that they were going
Yeah,
to
beforehand, before the tournament started, a lot of people weren't talking about Germany, but
Yeah.
that's a good thing, you know. You keep it low key.
No, the people who don't talk about Germany are the, how do you say, bandwagoners, whatever. Stupid shit. Who just talk about football but don't know shit. That's why I made it a point on the first day of the opening of
Yeah.
the World Cup. I rushed to get my HD cable, so now I'm paying 2 freaking cables now because I promised myself last 4 years ago. I was watching it always in one of the bars in Alabang, and I just couldn't stand the comments I would hear. Oh man, you won't believe people talking and wanting to be heard, but they were saying stupid stuff. So I said, screw that. Start the next World Cup. I'm going to watch at home with my sons who understands football, and we just appreciate nothing. We can just watch instead of hearing
Right.
stupid comments.
Right.
People who think they know football, but my God, when I look at it, I don't even know you.
Where'd you watch the
Where
game?
have you been the rest of the
Yeah, I mean, well, typical. That's nature, but everybody starts talking about football, this and that. And then the worst thing is people posting on the social
Right.
networking, and they get, they just shut up after a while. They talk so nonsense.
To
Not
me-
everyone, though. Not
It
everyone.
was fun though. I mean, seeing people talk about football for a change. You know, I mean, maybe they didn't have much knowledge about the game, but I mean, you were seeing it on your social feed. That
Yeah, but a
people
lot of
actually watch it.
them, after World Cup, you don't see them anymore comment about football.
Well, at least
And that was that.
they enjoy the
That's it,
game
that's it.
a little bit.
Actually, after the World Cup, a lot of people were like, I guess I can finally catch up on sleep. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's like, oh, thank God I get to sleep now.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that. I mean,
Surprisingly, yeah. I mean, there's some people who've been watching football on my Facebook feed. Are like, dude, I never knew you were a football fan at all.
I'll let you know, 50% of that, of the people who came out to the bars and watch it in public areas, fuck that. They didn't watch it because they want to be seen.
Did you watch the World Cup final at a bar?
Was I in Handlebar? Handlebar.
Was it fun?
Yeah,
The
I
environment?
enjoyed it. Yeah.
That's what I
In
mean.
fact, I watched the France game there, and I had a friend, Jacques, I have to say this. He left after the first goal. He moved bars because he couldn't handle. Everyone in Handlebar was German, so because he was one of the few French. He was after the first goal, he left. It's really funny.
Man, top goals for you guys, World Cup.
2 things that came in mind, of course. One, well, I think it will come out number 2. My boy Van Persie.
Oh, Robin.
Okay, the flying Darna header. But
Against
after-
Spain, yeah?
Yeah. Then, but after with what's his name, the Australian Cahill.
Tim Cahill.
Cahill.
Wow, that was a goal.
There,
Huh?
that's Super Darna. Van Persie. I didn't know Darna was Dutch. Anyway, but after what's his name, Cahill's goal, that was very difficult because, like I was telling you, Cahill's goal is a Van Persie goal.
Yeah.
We saw that before when he was playing for Man
That's
U
right.
on a fucking different angle, and one touch left.
Very similar though, like ball coming over the shoulder, and you're gonna hit it with your left foot.
Yes.
Oh,
But
beautiful.
Cahill's is a little bit harder because he had the defender.
Right.
The defense right there. So I think everybody will agree that Cahill's goal will be the top goal of the World Cup this series this year. But Van Persie's header is up there with it.
Yeah.
And there are quite a number. When you watch every day, you tend to forget after a few hours because, like what people on Monday saying, "Oh, I get to sleep." Screw you! You guys got to sleep. I didn't get to sleep because after a game, I go straight to training.
Right.
No sleep.
Right.
No sleep. You go home before your afternoon training. You want to sleep, but here's a replay again. So you watch
Yes.
again, then you don't get to
Yep.
sleep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
actually, I got my body clock came back only before Glenda arrived,
Right.
and I had to wake up from 3 a.m. just watching my house and all the trees around. Something's gonna fall down on my car, down on my bike. But This is the goal, yeah.
Yeah, that was Cahill's. Most
Yeah.
contentious thing about the World Cup, I thought, afterwards was Messi got the golden ball. I mean,
No, that's not Cahill. No, that's against Netherlands.
right. Yeah, that was a goal. That was a goal.
Was it against Netherlands?
Yeah, it was against Netherlands.
Oh, yeah?
They played. Australia played really well that game, but they
Yeah.
lost. Yeah, Messi, golden ball. Ugh, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, no, there was somebody who posted one time. He said, and a lot agreed with him, that Robben should have been.
Arjen Robben,
Okay,
yeah.
but usually in football events, they would always get the MVP in the World Cup. They call it the Golden Ball. Most of the time from the champion team or the second place.
Usually, right?
Normally.
Usually.
Which I'm trying to change here in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because they usually ask, the organizers will never ask or decide who the
The last coach.
yeah,
or-
they ask the coach
yeah.
or main coach,
It's
but
just
that's
right.
dumb.
It's not like the organizers actually watch every
Yes,
single
exactly.
game of every team in the tournament.
Exactly.
Right.
But if I was an organizer, you know that, if I was an organizer and I watched all the games, and then a committee would decide on certain player to have to be the MVP, for example, I would not agree. If I don't agree, I really violently
Right.
protest and I say no. Because some people they don't know, like
Did you just say you have to violently protest?
yes,
Yeah.
It has to be violent.
violent. It has to be violent.
As with
Because
Coach
if I
Hans.
don't do it violently, they'll be so. They just talk and talk and talk.
It's a
And
Coach
no,
Hans
I have
thing.
to be. No, because in the past tournaments, like leagues like UAAP, MMGFA, what have you. I'm talking about girls football, and even in the men's UAAP. The people who like they give the chairman of the referees who's never in every game. You cannot be an organizer and in the committee, awards committee, when you don't see everybody play.
Yeah.
And you don't consider just one game on the finals.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the whole tournament.
Right.
The golden ball, I think why FIFA gave it to Messi was because of his contribution since game one.
Yes.
Sure.
If he didn't score, but definitely you would see that a lot of things that what happened for Argentina, especially in attack, came from Messi.
Yeah.
He started it all. I mean, hardly. How many times was the ball taken away from him? Right? He did, and there are a lot of other players, but unfortunately they didn't make it that far. But a lot of people disagree that Messi, and I think
I'm one of them.
he agreed with him. He disagreed also. I think, of course, when you see him when he received his award, he didn't really look that.
Well, he just lost the
happy.
final, right?
Yeah, he lost the final. Even the medal, he just took it out right,
Right.
after. He took it out.
Right.
And then people are wondering, why they take it out?
Yeah.
Folks, that's normal.
A lot of people have been hating on Lionel Messi, like, like, you didn't deserve it, and, they're saying that he's not going to become a great because he hasn't influenced his team to win
those
the World
haters,
Cup.
Jake,
He hasn't influenced what?
Like, he hasn't been able to carry his team to a
Yeah.
World Cup triumph.
Oh, you know what? I secretly had to root for Argentina in the finals. I forgot. I watched it in Plantation. Yeah, because I was for Germany all throughout.
Right.
I love the way they played football, but just for the finals, I was like, Messi deserves a World Cup. So
Yeah.
I just sort of, I was impartial, but I kind of wanted Argentina to win. I just wanted to see how they would perform and under the pressure, because Germany has performed excellent like all throughout. If I were in the World Cup and I was playing the finals against Germany, I'd be like very, very nerves all throughout. And that one free kick that Messi had at the very end, I was like, Messi, you have
Yes.
to do this. Make it happen. Like, this is all on you. Like, this is your time to shine.
Yeah.
And he shanked it.
No,
I was
yeah.
like, for fuck's sake.
no, but the problem is, the thing is, he's human.
No, that's why.
Okay, so
That's why.
and that angle, the wall was
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think I was surprised that he took it over the wall instead of around the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
of course, Neuer,
Neuer.
whatever.
Yeah.
He's new to me, sorry.
Yeah.
So Neuer.
Well done. Well
Anyway,
I guess it's newer.
the thing is, Messi knows about Neuer doing so well every game,
Yeah.
and definitely he should have won the. He should have won. He did win the Golden Glove thing.
That was not
There's-
a discussion.
I
Yeah.
already said that already before. For sure, this guy will get the Golden Glove
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the way he came out of his comfort zone. How many times people they say the one that he hit. What's his name? face.
Higuain.
Against-
He got the ball first, though. Then
He
his
got the
knee
ball,
crashed
he got
into
the
his
ball.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
The contact
Yeah.
was. I mean,
Yeah.
And remember, folks.
I saw like 5 people at least on my Facebook page who were like, "Oh, red card." I was like, "Oh, get out of
See,
here."
they don't know.
Not a chance, bro.
I had people comment when that game against Brazil when they lost 7-0.
1-7-1.
7-1.
They got that one.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
That's not really counted. Anyway, so
Last minute.
this girl just like goes off on telling me how like I was like, was there really any keeper? Like, does Brazil have a keeper? Of course, like it's out. I know that the entire team influenced those 7 goals, but she just went on and on about how every single goal was not the keeper's fault. And I was like, okay, I guess you're the soccer expert, but like correct me if I'm wrong, but in a team, right, in the defense, the keeper plays a very crucial role in influencing how the defense plays,
Yes.
right? The keeper sees everything, and this girl, right, went to the college with me abroad, but I was so surprised to actually hear from her. Tapos nag-comment pa siya na parang, no, actually, in the 52nd minute, and in this minute, and the 23rd minute, like he was in this position, and I was just like, okay, so you watched from inside the goal, so you saw everything. I was just like, for real. But I appreciate that kind of comment because I guess people who I haven't spoken to in a while, you know, they read my comments and then after years of not communicating, just decide to like hate away. So go ahead.
No, but the thing is, you know what's funny is, I don't mind with these haters or whatever, if they were regular haters, meaning they
Yeah.
watch every single day.
Right.
Right.
Their life is in football,
Yeah.
so they. Well, I'm glad at least nobody contested whatever I posted.
I don't think anyone has the guts to, but I sort of shook a little bit when I was like, F you, Netherlands, and you're like, bakit? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, shit, here we go.
No, well, you know, the thing is, no, when I shut down the threads, when I close the threads, it's not because that I'm pissed off like that. I just tell them the rule, what really transpired. Like, the first, in elimination, I don't know which one they were saying, if it was a goal because he was fouled. I don't know, I forgot what game. Like I told you, you watch all these games.
Right.
And I say, I watched all. All! Okay, I watched all the games. Every single game. Every single day. Every single game, I watched all. And you say, quarterfinals, semifinals, do you watch them? Yes, I watch. I have 2 channels. So I watch.
Wait, don't forget with the HD cable.
HD pa, sorry
Do
ha.
not forget.
Sorry ha. Magandang ano, plan, never mind. They should pay me. Anyway, what I'm saying is, okay lang if they talk like this, but let them be there all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just for the World Cup. Some people, I don't even see them comment on the UFL games or the ASCAPs game. Then now it's World Cup, oh, big thing, because everybody knows.
Right.
It's World Cup time.
It's funny that everybody
You know,
becomes
I
an.
know they want to insert a comment here.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
status.
I don't mind people who are getting, you know, enthusiastic about the sport. You know, learn like, oh, it's my
Yeah.
first time watching, but like, you're not an analyst. You're not like an expert in the
No.
sport.
Exactly.
That's a little annoying.
Actually, if
Exactly.
you're starting out, you're better off being more of like someone who appreciates the game than someone who's like hating right away. Like don't fucking
Yeah.
like,
And,
you're
and
just
you know,
starting
for people to hate on Messi, Ronaldo, and all this,
Oh, Ronaldo.
you're
yeah.
not a football person. You're a fan.
Oh shit.
You're a fan.
That's so true.
You're a fan. Being a fan is okay. You have all the right to say boo Jaworski, boo Atercole. Yeah. But you talk about world-class players. Number one, haters, watch it. Listen. How can you reach the point of Ronaldo, Messi, and all the rest, Neymar? Then who gives you the right to hate him or hate them and say things that you don't know anything about? Because if you played the sport, then maybe you can say, I've been in football 34
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
I don't have really a real idol. I have, of course, my favorite country because that's my motherland. I have no choice but to be for Netherlands. But like last World Cup, in the finals, that's the first time I admitted. I put it on the social network. I said, this is the first time that I didn't like how Netherlands played against Spain when they played really dirty. I lost respect for my own team. Okay? But what I'm saying is, Messi, no matter what, he brought his team. If everybody's talking about only Messi, why was Argentina in the finals?
Yeah.
Right? Regarding Ronaldo, Portugal, they didn't go anywhere. But why? Is it Ronaldo's fault?
Well, you know, I mean, if you've only your only experience of football is just the World Cup, then you know, judging on the performance of Ronaldo in the World Cup, maybe the hype's not justified, right? But if you watch him for Real Madrid play on a regular basis, then you know what the hype is about. You know, it's the same thing with Ronaldo. What was it? 1998. Brazil came up short. Ronaldo was hyped as the best player in the world. He couldn't do anything against France in the final. But you know what I mean?
What's funny here, guys, is people are this just to show you they don't know anything about the sport. Okay? They say they say he's the highest paid player in the world. Yes, but folks, football's played by 11 players, mind you. Plus, there's still a coach and assistant coaches.
And in general,
no matter how good you are, you still need to follow. You need to follow your coach. You cannot be a superstar and the highest paid player in the world and you play your own game. The reason why you became the highest paid, or you are the highest paid player, is because number one is because you were listening also to your coach. You cannot be who you are as an athlete without being mentored, being nurtured, being developed, and by a coach. So, guys, a lot of you who talk like this, you don't fucking know anything about sports. Period.
This is probably the most potty-mouthed intro to the show ever.
Shout out to Coach Hans, who was my coach in the NCRFA, who has made me the best player I could ever be.
Ooh, that's a nice
at
compliment.
that age, no, at 17.
Yep.
He really pushed me. I mean, I after every practice when everyone's already cooling down, he's like, Amanda, come here, right? I thought he was gonna say something nice. Go run sprints in ultra. I was like, really? Okay. He's like, yeah, because you lack speed. Okay.
Hey, you were 17, but we played in the open.
One of the coolest things about Germany winning, though, is the fact that our coach right now, Thomas Dooley, was an assistant to Jürgen Klinsmann, who is the man who was responsible for rehashing the whole German system. And we are trying to implement the same type of system that they're playing, which is a very selfless type of football, very systemized, and everybody's playing together as a unit. And you saw it work to great effect in the World Cup on the highest stage, and hopefully, this is sort of, you've put in the work into the system, at least, or the framework into moving in that direction.
And the German system now took them 7 years.
Was it 10?
7.
7. I saw 10.
Low, whatever, the coach said it after the World Cup that it was a 7-year program.
Wild.
Like I said, and they're using all these high-tech things now. Of course, people will say, sports natural thing. No. There's a lot of more scientific things, gadgets and what have you, for finding out, number one, but this has been a long time ago, body fat. For certain sport, you cannot have this much body fat. You have to take, a new technology helps a lot too. So, and I think Germany has started something new. Just like the Netherlands started the orange clockwork, the total football. Hey, Nike should pay out. Netherlands, total football. Anyway, the orange clockwork was devised by the Dutch. And after the Dutch used it in I don't know which World Cup, you see evolvement about football around the world. They play differently now. Germany was the number one apparent, who did a few changes, and that the rest of the world caught up with it after Holland, because Beckenbauer was naturally a stopper, but the new word came out, libero. Beckenbauer is the first libero. For all you young coaches who don't know, I'm teaching you now. I'm telling you the truth. You don't have to research, but if you want to research, go ahead. I'm telling you now, screw you. I'm correct now. Libero is like liberated, libre. People didn't know that that Beckenbauer came from the back, but he was scoring every single tournament. He had scores, he had goals. So people, of course, the coaches start learning. Just like now, they found out how to play tiki-taka.
Yes.
Okay. Hindi tanga ang mga coaches, especially the world-class coaches. That's why you get paid big. Oh, how I'd love to coach in those. Oh, I'd have all my Harley Davidsons, all my sports cars. Anyway, the thing is, when you devise a new thing, people start studying it. Oh, that works. Let's see if it works for my team.
Yeah.
Right? So, Beckenbauer libero, libre. Okay, liberated, libre. He goes from the back and just plays like a central midfielder. He goes on attack. And then Junior, who was a full back, and Paul Breitner, full back. Paul Breitner of Germany, Junior from Brazil. They were full backs, but they started the wing back because they were attacking the flanks. Not just the wingers, right wing, left wing, they call it. But now there's wing backs. Now we don't call them full backs anymore, unless your team plays backline, just takes that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't play the same way. I used to play my team that way. Full back hanggang dyan lang. But after looking at Netherlands, Orange Clockwork, everybody goes around. It's freedom of movement, as long as responsibility is being covered. Of course, skills and technique comes into fore there, because it's useless to play a system, but you don't have the materials to do.
Yeah,
to
now,
do it.
a lot of the progress of it as well was because they rehashed their whole youth system apparently, and so that's a huge thing. I mean,
Exactly.
they had an idea, mentality of how they wanted to play, and they implemented it in all the age levels, and they got what the product that they wanted. And the interesting thing about that as well was I saw this article of these German players, Neuer, Matt Hummels. You had Ozil, basically the
Yeah,
team that dominated in this World Cup.
Yeah.
There was a picture of them as like 12, 13, 14-year-olds.
Yes.
They were projected as being the future of German football.
Yes.
And there they
Wow,
are.
and there it is.
They're-
the
they're-
prophecy.
yeah.
We have one of our
Amazing.
young players before from Cebu, Colina. I forgot his name. He just posted this picture now on Facebook. He was with Gotze.
Yeah.
Gotze.
22 years old, by the
and
way,
I think it
Gotze.
was Neuer. That was him.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
He was training. I think he was training there as a coach. He's one of the
Nice.
young coaches from Cebu now.
Right.
He's in the youth system of the PFF. He's coaching there.
Cool.
He had a picture.
Dude, man, come back home, man.
No, he's here. He
Help
just,
us out.
of course. I was with these guys. I'll post them.
What do you mean the youth system of the PFF? Can you explain that?
Youth teams.
Youth teams.
He's one of the coaches now, the youth. Because we have coaches here in the Philippines that are being, monthly getting compensation from FIFA, AFC.
Okay.
So these are the licensed coaches.
Okay.
Colina took his in Germany.
Okay.
Okay, some people have to go there, some people go on their own, some they get sponsored, some they sent by PFF.
Like
What-
Coach
what-
Buda,
Yes.
Coach Anto,
Yeah,
yes.
that, yeah.
What is
But-
he in charge of? What age level?
It's not in charge, but it's one of the coaches.
Oh, boys or girls?
Boys. But sorry, I think I'm the only one who went under four World Cup coaches.
No, let's move on to Philippine football real
No,
quick.
but I'm saying, I don't have a license, but I'm saying I'm the only coach here in the Philippines who went under 4 World Cup coaches.
That's right.
Wow.
My courses.
Humble
Right,
brag.
Hindi ako mayabang.
That's why you are where you are.
The UFL Football Alliance Charity Cup is moving on to the finals on Saturday already. Depends when you're listening to this or watching
Yeah.
this, but today is a Thursday, and in 2 days' time, it's going to be the final of the FA Charity Cup, and it's going to be against it's Kaya and Global.
Kaya and Global.
Did you
I
catch
watched.
the games?
I did. I went to Rizal Memorial and I watched Kaya play Loyola twice the first leg.
Right.
Not a few days ago, and then the week
Yeah.
before that. And Kaya has been rocking it. Shout out because Pao and Justin are my cousins, so
Oh,
they
okay.
actually invited me to come along and bring my
Tolentinos.
son. Yeah, the Tolentinos.
Mm.
And wow, the first one was 4-3. What a high-scoring game! I was like, "Are you serious? What is happening?" And then the game after that, I think it was 3-0.
That's right. Yeah.
So I was like, "What
You
happened
know-
the first time? What happened? Why
Now-
were there so many goals?"
About this Charity Cup, the FA Cup, I'd just like to say, I hope the referees are watching. Because you screwed us all. You screwed us, Green Archers. You screwed us. No. First match, we lost 0-2. Okay, fine, no problem against Stallions. Next match, everybody knew that we needed to score 3. 3-0. That way we win.
Yeah.
And we, on aggregate, we go in. Last minutes, we scored 3.
2.
3.
Wait,
3.
what?
No, 2 Chiefy, yes.
Uh-huh.
So 2-0, so 2 all aggregate. And then extension,
Extra time.
extra time. Then we scored. Beautiful. We
Seriously?
scored
They
beautiful
turned it
goals.
around completely.
Seriously?
It's
So we
amazing.
went out 3-0. We went up 3-0.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just play defense, right?
Uh-huh.
Last minute, last minute, referee was not in any position. Okay, you were damn so far away. You were near the center line. Action was in our penalty box. The player of Stallions even admitted after the game. He was so apologetic after the game to us
Yeah.
that he
Yeah.
tripped on himself. He admitted he tripped on himself. number one, the first assistant referee kept his flag down, and he was in the best position to see. Right? This was right there. It happened in this area. The referee was here. There were a lot of players around here. He just saw the Thailand player fall down.
And then called.
He called it right away.
Ouch.
And so we went to penalties, and we lost in the penalties. Okay?
Pain.
Fine, we lost. But I'm saying, you screwed it again, you referee, and you're supposed to be under suspension. And I'm telling you now, if everybody hears it, people from UFL, from the FA, I'm telling you now, the Referees Association committee in the UFL, binabastos nyo ang technical committee and the FA, and the UFL for that matter, because he still has a case on. Racist case which the Green Archers have, how do you say,
There's an investigation going on, or there was a.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a referee, but why is he still allowed if
but
he's...
he's been officiating pa rin.
Wow.
Why?
The suggestion of the recommendation, not suggestion, recommendation of the technical committee is to not to have him officiate, but the referees committee has turned a blind eye and deaf ear,
Nice.
and he has been officiating every freaking UFL play day. He's officiating.
Right.
So
I don't think I saw him the last one though.
I don't know, but he was the one who officiated our game 2, leg 2.
I feel for you, man.
No, I
Sorry.
mean, okay, we lose, no problem. It's okay, but what I'm saying is, if people are saying, no, Coach Hans is just pissed off because he lost. Yeah, I am damn pissed off. Go to the fucking game first, and if you watch the game, and you'd know. I was in the angle that I saw.
Right.
Plus all the players, and our bench was there on that side. That's why everybody was up in arms. Okay? Okay, we still had the chance of penalty shootout. But I'm saying is, that game was over.
Right.
That game was over. Archers would be playing in the finals this Saturday.
Would have been an
We should have
awesome.
played the finals. Okay?
That would have been...
And okay, we took it lightly. We didn't take that much because we just wanted to get over with because some of our players had to go on vacation and all that.
Yeah.
Just want to get through it. But guys, come on. Referees, if you're listening, attention, Jimmy Sumugod, Jerry Andres, I'm mentioning your names now. Do something about it. You know, you're parang holding the UFL as hostage because of you guys. If my plan pushes through and the FA UFL goes through, that's it. Tingnan natin kung saan tayo pupulutin. Mga kaibigan tayo, I'm friends with all the referees.
Shots fired.
No, I'm friends with all the referees, but man, you guys need to be...
Consider
come on.
this a threat. Alright?
Oh man, what a way to start the show, right?
Anyway, another one pala, sorry.
I was trying to be positive about there was youth,
UFL.
a lot of youth players got to play in FA
Good,
Charity
yes.
Cup.
Alright.
I was trying to be uplifting about it.
No, I just wanted to bring it out.
Right.
The other thing about the youth, but there's a little drawback now here in the youth,
What?
which I've warned the UFL and the FA more than 2 years ago. I double checked with the UAP. Now these kids will have to sit out 2 years.
What?
Because UFL in the UAP and NCAA is already up there with the D League. It's considered already professional.
Okay.
So whether the kid gets paid or not, because I got a call a few days ago. I remember that Monday, I think I was coming home from training from Rizal in the morning. Mr. Apet Mathay, his son is a good player from Ateneo, I think, Xavier. So, sorry. I was asking him what are the rules, he's graduating high school now, So I double checked and I called Mr. Mark Molina, head director of FEU, Far Eastern University Athletics Department. That dapper young guy who covers basketball. Putang ina mo, Mark, inaano kita. He's the head, so the rules, I asked him about it. He said, no, coach, UFL is already considered by the UAP board as a professional league. So whether you're in high school, if you're in high school, because the parent, when Apet called me, he was asking about what kung high school graduating, naglaro sa UFL, can he play in the UAP NCAA? NCAA is even worse, man. I know for a fact the NCAA is worse. Now in the UAP, some of these kids will have to sit out.
Even if it's just UFL youth?
Yes. No. If you play in the UFL Youth League,
Yeah.
no problem.
Okay, that's good.
But some, like in Kaya, they used quite a number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Global.
Pachanga,
Yeah.
but Pachanga, I think they used players who already played in the UAP. or NCAA.
Right,
So
right.
pwede na. Okay, they're allowed na eligible. Loyola, I think they had. Did they have some of the youth players?
Yeah. But some of them
they're
are already
mostly
played though,
older,
like
right?
Paulo Bugas.
Oh yeah, those
Amica.
players who played already in the UAP,
Yeah.
it's no problem yun. What I'm saying now is about the high school kids who are still in high school. Good players, but a friend of mine whose son played also for Kaya, was saying, no, I don't, ayaw na nila maglaro sa UAP. Rafi, my friend, these are kids, your son is young. When he gets to high school, to college, okay, you'll be in the first division. You get paid? Are you getting paid or not? You're still in the youth league. Being in a varsity team is something else. I'm not being negative here about UFL or UAP. What I'm saying here is for the children, for the kids, for the young ones.
Right.
There's also a right time. You know, some parents, you gotta relax, man. If your son's really good, he'll be noticed. He'll be noticed. Don't worry about it. Like Patrick Dato, I never let him go. When the Green Archers is my team. I'm the technical director of Archers. I'm the head coach of LaSalle. Patrick Dato came from me, from high school and college in the university. He was in the lineup of the Archers. I told management, no, I cannot release him. I'll let him play. After 1 year, if he has played already in the UAP. But before that, I'm going to double check. I have to double check the schedule of the UAP. When the UAP starts, I'm sorry, but I cannot use him for the Green Archers because he's going to lose his scholarship. He's going to lose eligibility to play.
Right.
Oh,
And I need him for my team too, as much as I need him for the Green Archers.
right.
So it happened like that. So we respect each other.
Oh, man.
Now, some of these kids will not be like I asked, what if the kid is third year high school or second year high school? Same thing, coach. Dapat pagdating sa college, he has to sit out 1 year, no playing in the UFL. Then 1 year residency.
Well,
So, Amani, Aguinaldo, sorry, say,
it's kind of an interesting.
he's not going to be playing anymore.
Not gonna be playing.
UAP.
Oh,
Cannot.
man.
Because he's sitting out.
Right.
He's sitting out his residency because he transferred from FEU
Yeah.
to UP. He is still on his residency now.
Such a frustrating
he's playing
rule,
he's playing already in
Yeah.
the global.
Yeah.
So even if the parent says, like say, yeah, but my son's not getting paid, he came from the youth system. That's not the contention there. The contention there is, once you play with any of the EFL teams, first or second division, no one's going to believe you. Like the UAP will not believe you saying that, oh, my son didn't, so-and-so player was from the youth program of the club and just used in this FA Cup, Charity Cup. This is Charity Cup. No. Let's say Green Archers, Loyola, Stallions, Global, Kaya, they're all first divisions. There's nobody who plays in these teams that don't get a salary. So, if I was an organizing guy of, let's say, in UAP, you give me a letter saying that this player didn't get any salary, came from you. Why should I believe you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Why should I believe you?
Right.
I can always make a deal and say, oh yeah, to the UAP board, so-and-so is from the UAP. No.
Well, I hope this.
It's not the contention.
Well, I hope they sort it out. I mean, if you're talking about player development, then you know them going through the club system at what 14, 15 years of age and playing against big boys, and then going to college, and then you furthering your development. That's only good for the player. I mean, why do you have to cut him out from playing collegiate
This
ball?
is what I've been saying.
It's ridiculous.
Since last year in the
It's
beginning. The UAP coaches and all that, they know I'm the one who talks a lot.
Right.
Obvious ba? But the thing is, that's why it's called a talk show. Now wonder, Ange, now I know why you're getting me to my own show. Because I talk too much. That's why it's a talk show.
Right.
Okay, no. I'm saying is, I've been always for support of the players.
Right.
At the same time, I also told the technical committee in the FA of the UFL years ago, you need to be careful. Okay, you need to be careful.
It's going to be.
The thing is, there was no representation made from the UFL to the UAP to the NCAA. You know how it is here in the Philippines. I'm bigger than you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm bigger than you are.
Yeah.
Right.
These kids came from us. We control, mga ganon,
Yeah.
which is wrong. UAP, NCAA, or whatever other school leagues that there are. Okay, like you said, Jing, player development. But the mere fact that everybody's talking, I'm this, I'm bigger than you,
I think the downfall in the Philippine system, whether it's football or the political system or whatever we're talking about, is everyone's so territorial. A lot of the groups are extremely territorial. And it's palakihan.
Yeah.
It's parang, well,
At patasan ng ihi.
what?
Patasan ng ihi.
Yuck.
No, that's one for the guys. Kasi sa inyo may, never mind.
Is that a new expression?
That's a show for Mo.
Listen. All right, this discussion can go on for quite a while, but we do have Amanda Fernandez on the show. We're going to get to know her a little bit more. Longest rundown in history, I think that was. Yes? No?
Yeah,
But longer pa eh.
But cool, all right, we're going to cut to a short break. Hopefully you guys will stay on board, and we will be talking to the Game Plan host herself, Amanda Fernandez, when we come back. All right?
Hi. They say nothing in this world is free, and for the most part, that's true. But here at NMF Network, all shows are indeed 100% free. And as an added feature, you have the option to subscribe to all your favorite programs, also at no charge. Why should you subscribe? By subscribing, you no longer have the hassle of delays when you stream the program. You also don't need to keep checking our site to see if your favorite programs are up, because they'll automatically be uploaded to your device as soon as it's available. Here's how to do it. First, open iTunes. Your next step, hit the iTunes Store button. A search bar should open up as soon as you do that. Type New Media Factory in the search bar, and all your shows should open. Pick the show you like, or all the shows you like. And once that opens, hit the subscribe button. And that's it, you're in. All shows will now be automatically downloaded to your device.
I'm Chewy. I'm short, stubby, witty, chewy.
Like really, really crazy. Chewy is like me, less cuter, smells less better. Hi, my name is Nikki. How will I describe myself? Hi, Nikki. Push. My name is Joyce Spring, and I'm very, very hyper. So she's around a lot. Do I really have to? Ryan for me is all about ourselves.
Rockers, metal.
Good vibes. Like everything. Fashion, music, sports, lifestyle. I'm interested in you, pare. Why don't you find out?
Hi guys, it's me, Tita K. Tita K! Come and hang out on Live, Love, Lols. Let's talk about makeup, beauty.
Hi, ganda.
Who's that? We can talk about ugly too, not just kidding. And of course, Donya problems galore. Yaya, ang spaceship paki-on. Fashion, shopping. Oh my god, shopping! I love shopping. Ah! Food. We gotta talk about food. Anything and everything on cyberspace. Let's buy everything. We can talk about glamour and ubusan ng glamour. We fly Wednesday 6 to 7 p.m. only on NMFnetwork.tv.
Tell me, what is football for you?
Wow. Football, that's my livelihood. That's my life. My life revolves around sport. That's it. I mean, everything is there. If it's not football, it's nothing else.
It's my boyfriend in there.
Just kidding. Let's talk about your boyfriend. How's
Okay,
your boyfriend
so
doing?
my boyfriend is great. Stop, Jonah, stop!
Amanda's boyfriend's a DJ, and where's your boyfriend DJing tonight?
In Palladium, if you
And
guys
how do you
wanna
feel
go.
about that place?
Good.
Good? You like that place?
No,
Amanda's gonna go spy on her boyfriend tonight, guys.
not at all. Okay, Jonah. Jonah, do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay, so why don't you show everyone how
Guys.
pink your toenails actually are?
Oh! How nice are those?
Wait, you gotta check out the last one. Do you carry protection now? No.
What kind of protection?
Why would I? Whoa, don't you got a boyfriend? Nah. Does your
care.
team ever play Amanda's team? Do you guys ever play each other?
Yeah.
Who wins?
Most of the time, my team wins. But they beat us the last time.
No, that's false.
I heard you hijacked that show. So that was a former show that Amanda was on, Fever Pitch. Yeah, how long did you guys do that for? Was that a fun show for you?
I loved it. It was so much fun because I was able to insert a lot of like news regarding women's football that Jonah didn't really know about. And at one point he was like, "Enough females!" Like because like he would invite Nate, and Nate would do like his little thing, like he would sing a little bit, but then I would like focus on women's football. I'd invite Christine and NJ over to talk about Pinay football and the various things that were happening, and it was very exciting because. A lot of things that I said and interviewed people about, a lot of people didn't know because they didn't even know that women played football. I mean, that's
Right.
how backwards. A lot of
Jonah
people
didn't know? What a caveman you are, man.
But yeah, women's football, particularly here in the Philippines, is actually growing very, very quickly. They had the league that just finished, the 9-a-side league, and of course we had success at the under 14 on international level. And just in general, the enthusiasm for the sport and with women has been great. And you would have a lot of experience with this.
Yes. I just have to say though, regarding like officiating that game, Ateneo versus UST in Rizal, the referee made a terrible, terrible mistake calling a foul inside the penalty box. It was not a foul, and so UST got to shoot a penalty against Ateneo, and like this chick who just cleared the ball, I think, and her foot hit the foot of a UST player. The referee called a foul on it, and she started to cry because that was it. That was the decide. I mean, it was a fair game up to the very end, and it was the referee who decided it, and it was bullshit. I mean, it would have been better if it was like a penalty shootout.
That's our main problem.
It makes
here,
me very
officiating.
sad. It makes me very sad. In fact, I watched the UAAP basketball, LaSalle versus Ateneo, and freaking every single person in watching basketball knows the call, whether it's this or I don't even know what they do. They're so animated, but everybody knows the calls. And I was like, why is it that everybody, I mean, in terms of technical fouls and all these calls that they have in the UAP, everyone's so well aware, and it just kind of disappointed me that in football, we're not even halfway there.
Yeah.
And they're like, yung call ng referee, grabe naman yun, nakita mo yun. I mean, everybody knows, but when it's football, it's like, offside daw eh. Offside daw. Ano yung call? You know?
Like I've said before, in the first season that we had, our first episode, I think, we were just bantering, no guests. I think I mentioned that good football's coming up, but we still need to educate. Actually, we'll also have to still need to educate the Filipino about the sport.
Coach, don't you agree with me? And guys, don't you agree with me that like the level of football is progressing so much faster than the level of officiating?
Yes.
So then you can have two very solid teams playing against each other, but the referee will make one bullshit call, and then it destroys like the entire outcome of the game.
You know,
What's happening?
You have
Like,
no clue how many coaches right now from the UFL like, oh yeah, I know what she's talking
I
about.
know because I'm in women's football. I've been playing football in this country, and I don't know how many referees I've argued with, but because I'm captain of the team, and my players just have to hold me, like pull me away.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
it's-
ilang taon ka na dito? Ilang taon ka na nagre-ref? Ganun pa rin calls mo.
I have, I posted it, and I got so many likes
Ay.
about saying that, don't you hate it when the referee is the one who decides the outcome of the game?
Yes. Yes.
Last year, UAP men, LaSalle UP, and even Jinggoy, who was supposed to be fouled in the penalty box, and the coaching staff of UP themselves, Coach Anto, Popoy, and all the rest, said they stood up and they said they went to me, Coach, we fouled him. My player got the ball fair and square. My player had his foot on the ball. Jinggoy was the one who initiated the contact when he was off balance. He initiated contact and hit my player's foot, and he fell, and the referee called a penalty. The game was so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the game I got suspended because I wanted to get suspended because I had to make a point. Because I went down from my bench and I stood by the line. And the referee was saying, "Oh, ba't nandiyan yung coach?" So I told the referee, "Ba't mo ako pinapansin? May laro dito. Ako pinapansin mo dahil alam mo mali ka, no?" So after that, he said, 2 minutes, coach. Of course, me, as a coach of experience, I just stayed and I said, anong gagawin mo?
Right.
Anong gagawin mo sa team ko? Talo kami? Talo kami? We're only 10 players. Tip lang for the coaches, but I'm not telling you to do it, no? The dying minutes already, how many minutes left? I'm only 10 players. I need my players to recover a little bit. So I was walking from the bench. I didn't get out of the bench, and I was screaming at my staff and players. Ina niyo, bigyan niyo na ng tubig, Gatorade yung mga bata. I'm keeping my time here. So maka-relax. So they can get their minds together, my players can get their heads together, and see how they can counter now, because we're down 0-1.
Yeah.
But that was a beautiful game, and I said already, even during the game itself, I think I even mentioned to Anto from my bench, pare kung ganito yung laro, puta draw tayo nito eh. It was a beautiful game, it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Nobody had an edge until that time the referee blew his whistle. You know, if it's a real foul from my player, from my team, I would react against my players. But just because everybody thinks or everything thinks, oh, siyempre magagalit si coach kasi ang tinawag penalty against his team.
No.
Which, no. If I see a foul really made by my team, by my player, then I would really give my player.
And everybody knows you yell at your players if they're wrong.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not yelling always at the referee.
No.
I mean, if
No.
Right.
Well, funny thing is, sometimes I'm shouting at my player, and the referee stops the game and warns me.
Hey, stop shouting at your player, coach. Stop that.
No, I get pissed
You're
off
ruining
after 2 times. I said, "Taka ka pala eh." I mean, sorry, but I do that. I mean, why will you comment then? Your focus is not on the game; it's on me.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. So the referees need a lot of more education.
Oh.
Anyway, but the thing is, what's funny is, I want to know, Mans, but the elimination of the PFF Cup was 9-a-side. Now I found out in the finals it was 11-a-side.
What?
Hindi. 9-a-side pa rin.
9-a-side.
9-a-side pa rin, but it was in Rizal. They just put 2 goals to make it the same.
You were there?
Yeah.
Okay, you were excited.
That's when I saw the really bad call.
Right.
In the
I'm talking about the championship game, huh?
I was there.
You were FEU and Chelsea.
Yeah, kasi they
So it
played
was-
right after UST Ateneo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got the wrong info.
Right.
Stupid dogs. Whoever. I forgot. You're lucky. I
But
forgot
what
who
I
told
didn't
me.
know was that the finals was going to be held in Rizal. Boy, would I have tried a little bit. I just really wanted to play in Rizal. I was like, talaga ba? I mean, I gave it my all, but really, it was medyo
Enough for the others.
surprising.
Who did you play for? Sorry.
Sikat FC.
Right. Sikat FC.
Manda is being modest. She just said she's a captain, but she's the team owner. Okay. Manda, okay, I was about to say, girl, people, we've been always talking about this, so we were preaching this, that what we need now, the young blood.
Right.
People who used to play, but still love the game and are doing their own thing, like Amanda here and some others, because life after college for the women's team, women players, girls, that's gone. But when Amanda started her Sikat, and then other teams started following, of course, Green Archers, I'm around, imposible, walang girls doon. I forced management to take care of Green Archers and let its former LaSalle players, and not only LaSalle, we have some players also from Ateneo or from UP or what have you, which is good. This is healthy because women's football will never go anywhere if we just stick to the collegiate level.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's nice is to see that, like in Sikat, Chelsea, there are other clubs, but they didn't mean.
Sikat, Chelsea, there was Loyola FC, there was
Okay.
Mendiola FC, there
Okay.
UST
Yeah.
as well.
But the thing is, what's nice there, what I'm about to say was, girls who used to play against each other in college, finished college, but now they're playing together.
Right.
The thing is, what you can see is they're having fun.
Yeah.
They're having fun. I mean, people who used to play against each other, banging each other. Yes, folks, girls do bang each other. In football.
Relax.
Remember, we're a football talk show. Some people might think something else. Banging meaning playing physical.
Yeah.
And after college, they get to play together for
women
one
are
club.
very physical players.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of women get more injured than men do because I don't know why.
You know, that's speaking of that's funny. I don't know if you saw this in YouTube. It's in the States, NCAA Division 1.
I think
girls.
I saw that. It's girl yanks.
The girls yank and slap and slap. Oh my God. She was worse than some of the guys that I know. It was a Division 1, right? Was it a Division 1 NCAA Women's?
This girl was wild. It was like she was from Mexico, wasn't she? From
No. Local. American. She was
so
She
wild.
pulled the hair?
Not only
no,
pulling
not
the-
only that.
not only
it
that,
was
a
so
lot.
bad. It was so bad.
She was really killing.
It was like a compilation
Yes.
of different segments where she had done really mean and nasty things to other players.
Yeah, like her
Kasi
opponent
if-
just.
if- yeah, like corner kick or whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like she'd punch or
Yeah.
she'd pull the hair, and the other you can just see people falling.
Or
down.
simple like opponent's backtracking.
Yeah.
She's standing, strips her.
It's so dirty.
I don't know why she was there. What's the caption? I mean, why is she still playing or something?
Yeah. Why is she still playing?
I mean, but just to show that, tell people that, well, this player, I think she got the wrong education regarding the sport. Okay? She's got a big problem at home, maybe.
Maybe.
But the thing is, for what people should know here in the Philippines, we've said this also before, there are a lot of Filipina who plays. And what's nice now is, in the youth, girls, I'm not talking anymore about, I call them girls, ladies, women. So I want to, because there's nobody gives any difference. So even with the PFF officials, whatever, I'm sorry, that's me. If we're talking about national side, seniors, let's call it the women.
Women.
UAP, I call them ladies.
Right.
High school, elementary, girls. I mean,
It's a nice distinction.
there's a
I like
difference.
that.
There's a
I like
difference.
that.
You need to
Yeah.
do that.
Right.
Okay? So, just want to tell the folks here that we do have a lot of Filipinos, women, girls, ladies who play football. What's nice is now we can recruit now from the provinces really, really young players. And what's nice is, like the UFL youth, the girls 17 UFL youth.
Yeah.
Sino man champion doon? Anyway.
Ay, Archers ba yan?
Archers ba?
Archers.
Sino yung coach doon? Sino yung coach? Puta. Anyway. But the thing that is, what I'm saying is, in that 17 and under girls football UFL ladies, they call it girls 17.
Yeah.
Girls 17. Okay. A lot of the players, not just my team, but a lot of the other teams, there were a lot of 15, 14, even 13-year-olds.
Oh, nice.
So the other teams that were being clobbered, I was telling when the games were in Sobel in the last stages. I came even if my team wasn't playing. I was there. Of course, number one, I had to see if people were treating the football field right in Sobel. I talked to some of the parents. Oh man, you won't believe the comments you hear from the moms. Anyway, yeah, moms. The
Right.
mothers, not the dads, that's a quiet. The
Yeah,
mom,
yeah.
oh my golly. Anyway, it's good also, but I have to tell them sometimes off.
Right.
And then I tell the others, the other teams, which is good because like the other coaches who started their own team, these girls come from different schools, public schools, out of school youth, private schools, they play together. And you can see they're way behind the other teams, the more organized teams like LaSalle, Ateneo, Miriam, things like that. I said, tuloy mo lang. Tuloy mo lang.
Yeah.
If you need help, you can always ask me, you can ask the other coaches, we can give you drills, we can teach you how to train the girls better.
Right.
Because you can see different, like, there are the girls big, but they do not play physical. So
Right.
nagugulat yung nanay, pag may maliit at pang bangga, fair, puta sisigaw talaga yung nanay. May mura pa, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other girls are just, so if you're a good coach, just play. Just play. Nag-ano lang, napipikon naman kasi yan. So sometimes I tell the parents, ganun talaga ang football mo. Yeah? Kung ayaw mo makita yung anak mo masaktan, di palaro mo ng piko.
Right.
Or volleyball.
Yeah.
Mga ganun, para walang contact.
Yeah.
But what I love to see is, you know this, Amanda, I've been always saying that I'm going to be, the rest of my life, I'm going to try to help now women, girls football
Yeah.
because the boys and the men are all there already. I mean, we're there already. I mean, we're so-called established. But the girls need more help. I just didn't agree. But when I talked to my friends, is I real? I said, who started this all? Why 9 aside? That's why if you notice, Amanda, LaSalle's the only team that didn't join that. Number one,
I played against them. They were there.
no. Green Archers.
Green Archers.
These were my former players.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about DLSU.
Okay.
We're the only women's team that didn't join this league because,
Yeah.
number one, I didn't want to join because I couldn't join because I am revamping. As
Your
in
team?
revamp
Your team?
my women's team, DLSU. I've had a lot of players. And a core of part of my revamp program was in the girls 17. So just imagine these are the young girls who are going to be in my
Right.
UAP like that.
That's That's wild.
Okay?
That'd be really good.
Then I was asking, why 9 aside? NJ replied to me, we were chatting, so the girls will have more touches on the ball. Yes, but if it's the youth division, fine. If we're talking about 8-year-olds, 9, 10-year-olds, even 12-year-olds, more touches on the ball is good. But we're talking about seniors. We're talking about seniors already. We're talking about Chelsea, Sikat, FEU, UST. These are already, how you say, older players.
And you think they should be playing at 11?
11 side. Cyril explained to me that since it's the beginning, to organize and all that, sabi ko Cyril, I mean, that's my personal view. If we're talking only about to help organizing a women's league, why? I did bad in the Pinay League last year?
No.
I don't think I did a bad job in the Pinay League. We even drew the Malditas.
Yeah.
We could have beaten them, actually. But, I say, if you're talking about for organizers, the best way to teach them is doing a full league of 11 aside.
Yeah.
Because Sandy was saying about helping NJ, Christine, and all that to help. I did that last year. year. I helped. It's fine. We didn't do it in Rizal or what have you, but we did it in Sobel. I have bleachers, I have my officials, and everything there. But the thing is, I don't agree as a coach. I'm always for development, you know that.
Of course.
But 9 aside, if we're talking about 14-year-old girls, pwede pa.
Right.
Pwede pa. 9 aside, more touches on the ball. Fine.
It's harder to justify going back to 9 aside when last year in the Pinay Football League we played 11 aside, and that was the Pinay Football League. This one's sponsored by the PFF, so why not make it standard?
That's right.
I'm 26 years old. I don't know why I'm still playing 9, but then again, I'd rather jump on that opportunity than not have a league at all.
Yeah. Right. But like I said, me because when I coach, I don't, if it's a 5 aside or a 7 aside, for sure you count my team in. We'll be there. But 9 aside, I said 9 aside. I've never heard of anything 9 aside. This kind, an organized tournament like this. I'm sorry, Cyril, this is my personal view. By the Philippine Football Federation, pero 9 aside. Bakit alanganin? Because I remember your last coaches managers meeting, Ernie Nieras texted me during the meeting. Are you joining? Are you coming to the meeting? I said no. Number 1, I was never invited.
Really?
Never. Okay? Just to let you all know. And Jay, you should know. I was never invited. I heard about it from other people.
Okay.
I heard it from other players, from other coaches. Actually, from Let, FEU, and from JAR, from UST. So what? I was never invited. So I was thinking, why? Did I screw up anybody last year in the Pinay League? But I'm not a type. I will not call Christine or NJ. Why didn't you invite me? No. No more I get pissed off.
Right.
Okay? Anyway, but the thing is, let's do it the right way. I'm not saying I'm the expert, that I'm the know-it-all. But if we're going to do, if that is our explanation, to have the players have more touches on the ball, that is for the league, youth, in the youth divisions.
Right. I hear they're putting it back to 11, though, right?
Yes, that's the plan, but they're still in the planning stages, and I'm really excited actually.
The funny thing that I heard, and I read, is those teams that didn't join, those teams, that's only me, the LSU, LaSalle University, that didn't join the 9 aside, will not be able to join the 11 side. So what's this? Wasn't that the Pinay, the PFF Cup, supposed to be looking for new players for the Malditas? How will you gauge a certain player for a national team when you're playing only 9 aside? Because you play 9 aside, you don't play as a central midfielder. You are not a central midfielder there. It's only 9. Understand? The only position that you can see clearly for a 9 aside tournament, only 2 positions. Goalkeeper and striker.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
agree.
That's it. 9 aside is no big difference from a 7 aside.
Right.
Ikot-ikot lahat yan. So position. So how are you looking for national team players if you don't play 9 aside? Oh, these girls can play, she can play. Okay, fine. You put her in the national team, what position? You can make a mistake. You don't know. So as a coach, as a player, as a young player, you play any position that you're supposed to be strong at. But can you complete that?
I think they realize that the women actually playing in the 9-a-side have the potential to play 11-a-side, or they maybe realize halfway through that, you know,
Right.
this is kind of strange. We should make it 11-a-side. So I really, really hope that it pushes through because kaya naman eh. Parang those
Yes.
girls played UAAP 11-a-side, diba? But
Yes.
pa, no, 9-a-side. Why are
Yes.
you regressing the
Exactly.
Exactly.
Regress.
It doesn't,
That's why.
diba?
That's why I'm saying. I usually agree with Cyril, but because nobody wanted to tell me, because I was asking people and I was pissed off. Who the fuck made this rule about being 9-a-side? We don't join a 9-a-side. And Ed Castañez, the Gen Sec of PFF, as NJ told me, it was Ed who said that. So when I saw Cyril in Emperador one time, I went to my beautiful regular corner.
Yeah.
Okay? And I called him. When I saw him come, I called him and we talked. He told me, no, Hans, kasi ganun. Pero I don't agree with because organizing na eh. Not for the players. For organizing, just starting. I said, pare, last year, how many teams did we have?
10.
We had 10 teams last year, 11 aside. I did everything. I controlled. I had people there helping. NJ, I taught NJ how to do things. I taught Christine how to do things.
Right.
I taught other girls how to do things. Because that's the way FIFA and AFC is looking at, that where there'll be more female referees, more female coaches. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But I'm not going to let go of it until I see, personally, I'm taking it upon myself
Right.
to say this for Philippine girls, ladies, and women's football. Until I see that it's done
Right.
really the right way.
Right.
I mean, I'm in with Cyril. Cyril knows this. I mean, I can help Cyril, and Cyril knows that I will also help them PFF in organizing whatever, because they know I can do it. Okay, I've been doing for, I don't know how many years, but the thing is, let's not jump the gun. And you're right, the word you said, regress.
Regress, it really, for me, it really is. And I totally agree that if you were 14 or 15 years old, the 9-a-side is perfect, diba?
Yeah.
Give
Yeah.
the 14 and 15-year-olds an opportunity
Yes.
to play. But then, you know, you go from UAAP, and then you graduate na nga, tapos magna-9-a-side ka pa.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of my players, they actually don't like playing in 7-a-side tournaments because it's like anyone's game.
Yeah.
Tangina, sipain mo lang.
7-a-side is, for me, it's an R&R. Rest and recreation.
Yeah.
No, really.
Right.
That's what I tell my
No,
players.
really.
And you don't see me coach, right?
No, there's
I don't
no,
coach in the
there's almost
7-a-side.
no
I just
need.
I
Yeah.
go. Except for the Javianas, because that's the first time I said, I'm not organizing. I'm not organizing and I have the chance to see because of my new girls. So I have 6 new girls from the provinces, which I wanted to see how.
Right.
That's why I was
Oh,
there.
then, yes, you have.
And I think we came out champ. Anyway, the thing there is open division, and more than half of my team were 17, 16-year-olds. But the thing is there is let's do everything right. I'm not saying it's bad because we are doing something. Something's done. Okay, about girls' football, women's football. Something's done. Okay, but let's do it the right way. I mean, we do that inside now. And then from what I heard is next month we start again. There's still going to be left side.
But may I say
Why?
something? I think in the press con, Attorney Ed mentioned the 2 reasons for it being 9-a-side. The first is get more touches on the ball because more touches on the ball might have a positive correlation to the number of goals scored. So then it becomes more exciting.
Right.
Yeah, more entertaining. The second reason he mentioned is infrastructure, the lack of infrastructure. So he mentioned that in the press conference, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Medyo I think it was rushed. This league was rushed. First they say the venue is BGC, diba? So everyone accustomed their mind that games are going to be in BGC. Perfect, because that's where we have Tuesday trainings. Tapos the next thing I find out from Pato, it's in FEU. I'm like, really? And then Pato sends me a text saying, attention everyone, like the semifinals and the finals are going to be held in BGC. So I actually went to BGC only to find out that it was in Rizal na pala.
Right.
She didn't even send a follow-up text saying like, oh yeah, the venue is now, you know.
You see, this is where, now you say this, now I've been correct what I've been saying. We're only 9-a-side, even maybe 7-a-side. Organizing this kind of, you go here, you go there, venue. Last year, I think the Pinay League, we had everything done perfect. Everybody knew where the schedule was, where the venue was. There was no problem with the referees, with everything complete with assessor, anything like this. You know, Infrastructure. We do have infrastructure.
There's enough fields now, huh? Right? Definitely. Well, I mean, okay, so they screwed it up. There's a few screw ups here and there.
In terms of field reservation, I think that was their hardest. But in terms of like how they ran it, match commissioner, checking of the IDs, I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the discipline that was instilled.
Right.
You know, having the roster and then the 25 and then the 18 that are supposed to be. And then, you know, it just puts everything in order, which I totally enjoyed. And then they had all of these rules. We had the briefing in PFF about you have to be there 80 minutes before the game, and then they'll check you, the jerseys.
18 minutes.
80? I think
80.
80.
Yeah.
80.
Countdown, official countdown.
Right.
Yes, we're trying to teach the Philippines.
So it's becoming more professional.
That's
Yes.
what I loved. I was like,
That's good.
You know,
fantastic.
one thing I was surprised, that's why I confirmed my not joining, is because everybody knows, Christine knows, NJ knows, Cyril knows, even Ed Castanes knows, that my field in Sobel is always open. And LaSalle always supports any kind of football. As long as I'm there. Nobody came to me
That's what I was wondering.
asking, Coach, can we use LaSalle Sobel field? And I had nothing planned out. I can always reschedule. All the games in the afternoons can be there. I have lights. I can still play. And you can get a discount. It's me.
Yeah.
You get a discount. If I'm the one who endorses it
Right.
or who recommends, you get a
Right.
discount. You know, then why FEU?
FEU is just a little.
I heard from Amanda, I heard from other coaches saying, kaya siguro na aside kasi BGC. Because you know BGC is
Yun
small.
nga eh. That's what I thought. And I was like, super perfect. My
Right.
Tuesday trainings are in VGC. Ayun pala, nasa FEU. And then I'm like, I don't see the connection.
You know, which is easier to go to? LaSalle Sobel or FEU?
For me personally, it's Sobel.
What? My field's lousy? Is FEU's field much bigger than LaSalle Sobel field?
And it's not like they're going to need the space. It's 9-a-side, right?
I mean, no, that's why you're here now, and if Christine you're watching, NJ you're watching, I'm telling you guys now. After I helped you put up the first Pinay League last year, you just go ahead to do this, and I don't remember getting an invitation, straight invitation. Okay? What I got from Pato was, meeting here, ganun na. Where's the
Yeah.
invitation?
Right.
I cannot just join like that because I'm holding a school team.
Right.
You know, maybe yes, you can do it, if you can do it, but me, no, I follow, I'm a good soldier.
I think we have to take this as like lesson learned, like in being professional about this whole thing. If we're being run or if it's sponsored by the PFF, there has to be a certain level of professionalism that has to go into play. I mean, from the invitation to the meetings to the coaches meeting, whatever, the briefing, it has to be 100%. Like you can't just be professional when the teams are on the field. Like I wasn't even sure if Sikat was invited because I just got a text. I'm like, this can't be right. That's from the PFF. Isn't there going to be a letter released?
Right,
So
right.
maybe a lesson learned for the 11 aside. But
But what was the experience?
Early Nieras texted me, was that during the last meeting?
Right. I want to know, though, what was the experience playing? Was it fun? What was the level of play like? Was it good for women's football in general to have this? Okay, it wasn't perfect, all right? The venues weren't great.
okay,
I feel like we're
so
shitting on it too much.
Let's
you know?
hashtag positive for a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
'cause-
Okay, so I really enjoyed the experience. I was not there for the first game against Chelsea, so my team lost 1-0. But I was shooting a commercial at that time, so I was not.
Sabi ko na, hindi ko ma-reach na, hindi ko na
Hindi,
ma-reach.
kasi alam mo to, okay guys,
Iba na
alright,
talaga pag
this
showbiz.
is what I have to do, right? I have to pay, as Sikat owner and manager, I have bills to pay. It's not cheap to rent in BGC, it's not cheap to pay for the camp every single weekend, and we have a very, very highly qualified coach, which is Coach Buddha, who does that Germany, Singapore thing with FIFA, right? I have to actually try and do commercials to pay for practice. That's what I have to do because my corporate job with my dad actually doesn't cut it. And the girls actually understand. It's not every weekend that I'm doing commercials because sometimes it's weekday, but they understand because I have bills to pay. It's what I have to do. And although Potato Corner has been very, very nice to us, they finance a third of my budget, but 2/3 is still on me. You know, you just multiply 6,600 times how many weeks, how many times a week we train, times the number of months, diba? And the longer the season is, the more it costs money. So that's what I have to do on the side. But in order to remedy this whole having to pay for practice, I decided to put up my own indoor facility, which I hope you guys come and check out. It's going to be on Pioneer Street, right beside RFM. The RFM building. It's going to be artificial turf to start off with a room, a multi-purpose room for, let's say, Zumba, salsa, jiu-jitsu, all of these things. Suspension training, which I love to do. And then come next March, or maybe even earlier, I'm going to have a standard futsal court. I'm going to hire the trusses, so then it's not, you know, the camp's, it's a little low, but I appreciate the camp because I do train with them train there every Wednesday. I'm going to have futsal. So if you guys need a venue to practice in during the week, I'm pretty sure I'll have it open till about 1 a.m. If there's a demand, I'll make it 24/7. But for now, it's going to be 6 to 1 a.m. If you guys want to check that out.
Pinasok,
Shoot
You
that,
like that? You like that segue?
Yeah. Get Amanda.
Akala ko yung interview
Alright.
natin biglang pinasok Galing talaga pag showbiz na.
I'm really into football development. That's why I continue to manage Sikat. I mean, in Fever Pitch, I spoke about the struggles and the challenges in managing a team. And the reason why I continue to do it is because I'm very passionate. This is my team. Shout out to Rufos, who's our food sponsor. They're very, very generous to us. And Miter, who sponsors our jerseys. That's my team, but that's not the full squad. And I have girls from 17 to, how old am I? 26.
Pero, may I just say, Coach Buddha, if you're watching, buwisit ka, naglalaro ka sa Green Archers, biglang nawala ka, biglang naging coach ka na ng Sikat. Nawala ka sinasabi.
That's probably the best decision of your life, right, Coach Buddha? I fully support your position in Sikat.
No. I understand why Buddha. Because you accept that you're getting old and you cannot play anymore, so you'd rather coach na lang. Since Archers has Coach Manji na and all.
Oh, some of these girls came from the province. I imported them. You say import. I brought them in, housed them, paid for electricity, food. I gave everybody an allowance. That was in 2012 and 2013. But I figured because the league system here for women isn't sustainable yet, it doesn't make sense for me to pay the players. So for those who want to start their own team, I don't advise paying players till you have a sustainable league yet. That's Coach Jade on the left and Coach Hill on the very right. But you know, I loved having these provincial players on the team because they have so much to offer. But after UAPS and from UP, they just went back to the province and whatever.
Coach Hill Talavera, aka Father Manero. Anyway, okay.
Sikat FC.
Coca.
Coca-Cola Cup. I believe we're still the defending champions.
Ooh.
We won that twice in a row. This was Alaska Cup. Some of these players are actually in Chelsea now. And
in due time,
that's our sponsor, Piku Tamshandani, Esquire Financing, and Enrique Gonzalez from E-Games. I was very happy to have them as sponsors. But what do you do when your sponsors decide that they have more other financial priorities to take care of? Then I decided, all right, like I have to step up and start doing commercialing heavily to try. But the sustainable way of going about this to really have your own field so that my team can practice and more girls can develop. I also believe in helping the less fortunate kids, like the ones from Smoky Mountain. Sikat did an effort with the JCI guys, and I love those kids, and I want to get them into my facility and play football there, teach them. I want to also have a youth program for girls to try and get involved in soccer at an early age, so that maybe 10 years from now they can be part of the national league, or they can be the national team. So just everything that has to do with the development of football, I'm for. In that area though, kasi warehouse pa lang siya, it's like industrial warehousing, I want to incorporate other sports like archery, other forms of like martial arts.
That's a game.
Gameplan.
Game.
Oh, right, yeah.
What's the name of the facility that you're going to open?
It's going to be called Club Pioneer. That's
Club
a working name, but I really like the sound of it.
Do you guys have a schedule of when you guys are opening up?
We're supposed to open mid-October if everything goes as planned. Everything here is always an estimate, and nothing's ever set in stone. But I'd love for you guys to come by during the launch.
I have an idea for your opening.
Diba? Oh.
Make a mini tournament,
I
all
will.
girls teams only.
Okay, you wanna match Comet?
Sure.
Okay, done.
Take her out of the commercials, guys.
Match
You gotta
comment or
check out Club Pioneer.
whatever. But I just want to let people know. So Amanda is not just doing that. She's still looking out for a space, hopefully in the south, wherein she will make some football fields,
Yes.
regular football fields.
Nice.
Standard size naman.
Remember we've been saying that we need more people like this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the corporate world, you know, put your money here, man. There's too many basketball courts already all around. Football, you know, it's not going to stop anybody in football because you see, we have kickoff, we have Amanda's that's coming up, we have the one of Freddie,
The
camp.
camp.
The camp.
And there are others, I just
Did you
don't
see
remember.
indoor?
No, indoors.
Oh, just indoors.
Small. There are more because I know for a fact that a lot of former Lasallians, Lasalites, who are in the corporate world now and who have
Are actually paying attention to.
are paying attention and
developing,
they're
yeah.
doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because I know there are a lot of other people that have approached me, asking me about, is this a good deal? The business side of it.
Of course,
okay?
of course.
I said,
Yeah.
it's like what I posted a few days ago lang about this story, which beautiful story, true story in Thailand. It's a fishing
I saw that.
community.
Yes.
They built, they
Right.
watched on TV, the kids, the whole,
Yeah.
how do you say,
Community?
was laughing at these kids. They made a wooden field,
Right, right.
Floating.
floating, by themselves. They got all extra wood there, they put bam. They continue playing every single day. Of course, they are always wet because the ball would fall onto
Right.
the lake, or if it's a lake or whatever,
Sea
river.
ata eh. Diba?
Yeah, either river or
Yeah.
sea.
Yeah.
Come in, they come back again, and they continue playing. Then they saw an invitation for a tournament, I think it's a seven-a-side festival. They had nothing, they had no shoes, no uniform. Then one of the folks that were laughing at them, we were about to leave already in their bangka, called them in, and the committee chipped in
Yeah.
and gave them shoes, uniform,
Yeah.
and
I
all.
remember.
And they ended up second place.
Yeah.
Nice.
No coach. These are just kids. I think what I posted was, if you build them, they will come, or something like that. A field of dreams.
Right, right.
Perfect for Pete here, Amores also, and thanks to Havayanas, to Ann and Freddie for supporting that also. We need more like this. That's why I'm saying it's nice to all the clubs, whether established or not, that has the time, effort, and maybe finance to help all these others like Payatas, Leverisa from Tondo,
Yeah.
you know, things like that.
Smoky Mountain.
It'd be nice.
Smoky Mountain, yeah, those guys have talent.
Yeah, I'm just
Can't
waiting. You
ignore.
know me, I'm just waiting. I want to do this. I've told everybody. I'm just waiting for somebody to invite me to come over. I can bring some of my coaches. I can bring some of my players, even from Archers or from DNSU. You want boys, you want girls, you want men, you want women. I can always do that. I can always bring. I want to. I feel more. How do you say? Satisfied when I see this. That you can. I just don't want to give gifts. You know, like markers, ladders.
Yeah.
I want to put something.
No, you want to be involved.
Yeah.
You want to be involved.
Yeah.
And you know, if your passion is development, like for me, my passion is sports development in the country. I'm dedicating my life to and for it. Like my grandmother, you know, has questioned me for the longest time, like, why do you keep spending your time and effort trying to pay for football? And I just want to say, like, I'm sorry we don't share the same passion, but you probably don't know what it's like to be this passionate about something that I'm literally killing myself over trying to pay for practice. But, you know, when you're doing something out of passion, then you don't feel that, I mean, you feel tired physically, but emotionally it's so fulfilling that you just want to keep going. Like for the Smoky Mountain kids, I can just easily probably find sponsors and donate some goals there, you know,
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, pay for some people to run a tournament, but it's different when I'm there. I'm talking to the kids.
Yeah.
I show them a little bit of freestyle, you know, and they get really aliw. I like that.
Yeah.
That's part of why I continue to do this. And then when I watch football in Rizal Memorial, then, you know, like the energy of everyone, I don't know, I just have to keep going.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not enough to have like a number of fields when you can do your own. And I just want to be the inspiration for people out there, you know, who have passions but are scared to follow through. Like, do it 100% and give it your all. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm living my life. And it took me 1.5 years to pitch the proposal to my dad and the board of directors because they're very conservative. I had to run the financials. I had to do my research. 1.5 years. And then when they approved it, it was like 90% of the battle is done because now I can actually fulfill it. I can start the construction have that artificial turf up in October and give more people a chance to play. Like, what better thing is there out there when I enjoy the sport, but hey guys, you can enjoy it too. Like, come to my facility.
You know what's surprising?
It's
You know what's
freaking
surprising? When, Jonathan Del Zuriaga started putting on the kickoff, Freddie didn't, I don't know which came first, the camp or...
Oh,
The camp came first.
Okay. What's the thing there is, people are worried, will there be people coming? Surprisingly, all the fields that we have around,
Dude, it's
Yes,
packed.
It's
it's
packed.
packed
It's
all
packed.
the time.
It's
That's
packed.
why we have that midnight in BGC,
Right,
the midnight
right.
thing. I mean,
Yeah, I
my
play-
sons go there.
Yeah.
The only time I
I
can
saw
play,
him.
10 o'clock to 12. That's the only time I play because it's always packed on all the
Open.
Now I
Yeah.
can play football 4 times a week. Let me just tell you, that's fantastic. As like a 26-year-old, and then once upon a time I could only play in MFS with Coach
You're only
Tomas.
26, you're admitting? I thought you're 32. Anyway, sige.
26. And I used to only get to play twice a week. Now you have the option to join and pick up games like 4 times a week.
My
Shout
girls,
out.
some of my girls, every Friday, there's this Friday football thing in BGC. My players have to make paalam. So I would know what's happening if something happens. So I've never said no. Coach, can I and so play Friday? Because since my training is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays for the women. I said go, no problem.
Yeah.
They don't miss practice the next day, Saturday.
No.
I just say, just be careful, don't get injured,
Of course.
things like that. The same
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
What's nice is you mentioned this about this. It's a never-ending story. It's a cancer actually. Football's moving up. Football supports moving up. We're getting more support, corporate, and what have you. But officiating, my God.
My gosh.
Let's not end this show on a bad note, though. We're running out of time. I want to say hello to Iya Emperador, by the way, who's tuned into the program. She's watching live. That was Andrew. What is the address that you go to if you want to watch this thing live?
NMFnetwork.com, TV.com.
There you go. You guys heard it. I heard 2 different things.
Shame on you.
I know,
Our
it's
guest is the one who knows more.
Sorry, well, she tweeted it, so that's
What again?
That's good.
Shame on you, but what is it again?
Yeah, no, appreciate you guys watching the show. Amanda, appreciate you coming by and
thanks
spending
for
time with
having
us.
me,
We
yes.
need more people like yourself in the sport, and good luck with you in October when that thing opens
Yeah,
up.
no, you guys have to come to the
For
launch.
sure.
And also on your new hosting gig.
That's
Oh,
right.
guys, please,
Watch
can
it.
I plug
Yeah,
that in?
do it.
Sure.
On www.whatsyourgameplan.tv, and if you have Instagram or Facebook, it's Gameplan TV. You can check out our episodes there, and it's a show. Gameplan's a show all about fun and us trying different sports. So it's very, very casual, but it's all about how we experience those sports in the air, on the ground, and in the water. And it was hosted by my cousin previously, and other hosts like Revilson, my cousins Trisha Chungpia and Carlo Ledesma. So they've created this legacy of fun, and now I'm very, very happy to be part of the Game Plan family. And Jake the Guzman, you've been such an inspiration to me, and all throughout. And I'm really happy to be part of something now in a position that I can influence people, that sports changes people's lives. So, as a Game Plan host, people can see that, hey, women can do sports, women can be cool, women don't have to be butch. It's just breaking the stereotype and blasting through the
Just don't forget
glass
about
ceiling.
Jing and I. We're always open. We've got time.
You guys doing a football thing anytime soon on Game Plan?
No, we are doing things like I did Dragon Boat, Tier X, paragliding, and then we have some specials coming up that you guys have to watch soon, like Manila.
You know what's
Dragon Boat was hectic because I drank so much water from Manila Bay.
Oh!
So, you guys should watch out for that. They put me right in front. So when I paddled down and it would hit my face, of course, the GoPro's there, I'm just like...
It's clean water naman, di ba?
Yeah. So they say, right? It doesn't smell very clean. But once again, thanks for coming by.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Next week we've got.
What I want to do is, I've told Ange, I want to put a series on siblings in football.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Siblings in football.
Really cool.
Boys, girls, men, women. Anybody or siblings who are into the sport. And then we should invite some parents, the good parents and the bad. I can make someone on air. No, but there's ideas. We're also open to you guys. tweeting your ideas or on our page, our Facebook page, or what have you. Give us ideas. Please, related to football, nothing else. We were supposed to invite the De Rosario brothers, but they're both abroad on vacation. So we have in mind the Rosario brothers, the Marvin and Melvin are.
Don't make up names. Don't make up names. Marvin and Marvin. That's the
I
easiest.
said Marvin.
You said Melvin. Who's Melvin?
Melvin.
There's no Melvin there.
I've got something tingin sa may sumabit eh. We've got others like who are the
We've already had the young husbands.
We had already Phil and James, but we actually didn't talk too much about siblings. We talked about their careers, but we would like to cover siblings, not just in the UFL, folks. Anybody.
Kim Smith, at saka si ano.
Absent ako nun, ikaw lang coach. Baka mabooking ako eh. Pwede, like Amanda here and Erica.
Karen Ladero and Etang Ladero.
Ladero sisters. The Madolots, twins.
Yes.
We have a lot of siblings that are playing. And what's interesting is a lot of them also play in the same teams. Right? So
Hartmans, by the way, also.
The Hartmans.
There's quite a number. So if any of you have any ideas, of course we're not gonna put every single show for the whole season, but a few. Chris and Simon pala.
Yeah,
that's
how can
on
we
my
forget?
list.
Right.
They're I think still out. No. Chris is here. I saw Chris. Is
Simon played the last game as well.
Chris is,
They're here. So definitely hit us up online with any of your suggestions. It's on Twitter. It's Hands On NMF, and you guys can check out Hands On as well on Facebook. Make sure you guys check that out.
Hands On me.
What? No, NMF. It says Hands On NMF. It's just a little cut there.
I was like, hands on me. You like that? Can I have
mugs? How cool is this though? The Hands On mugs, the shirts. I don't know. Check it out on the NMF.
We're gonna give the mugs to retroactive, to all our guests.
It'd be nice.
So meron ako.
But apparently there's like a shortage of black mugs in the world, which is
shortage of black mugs.
Yeah, let's not get into that. That's a long discussion.
All the folks that have been our guests here.
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those.
See you guys. that was Gian trying to cut us off. Enough. So thank you guys for watching the show. Sarasa South Football Club, always. Thank you so much for supporting the program.
Amanda, thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
I enjoyed.
And stick around and look out for the next show next week, hopefully. Yeah?
Hopefully.
If the weather's
We'll
good.
still try to cover the World Cup. So we'll try to get some of the media people who've been talking about and writing about, but they're all too busy. So if Rick, shout out to Bob Guerrero, Rick Olivares, Sedelf,
cool.
people who want to talk. Bob was supposed to come over last week, but Glenda came over. Glenda came to visit.
Glenda is like
such a buzzkill.
Buzzkill.
Yeah. All right.
Jen, thanks for watching.
All right, man. See you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the show.
Emperador.
We'll see you guys next week.
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.